Hello everyone, welcome to MBA Karo. Now, CAT is less than 3 months away, and a lot of students who are preparing for CAT for a long time now realize that their preparation might not be up to the mark. So, they start looking for alternate examinations. NMAT and SNAP are two such examinations for which students usually start their preparation late. Now, a lot of students have doubt that which of these two examinations is a better one, and MAT or SNAP. Which examination should they appear for better prospects? Okay, so in this video, I'm going to give the details about these two examinations. What are the pros and cons of each of the examinations, and then you can decide which examination to appear on. If you are new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This is the best resource for all MBA entrance examinations. You might have seen content for CAT and other, but you won't find great content for other examinations. This is the channel where you get the best content for not only for CAT but also for all exams. And in case you are preparing for NMAT and SNAP and are looking for a well structured course, we have a special course for NMAT and SNAP, which targets only these two examinations. In this, we will not cover the topics which are tested in CAT. So, we won't be teaching DILR of CAT in this, but the topics that are relevant, like English grammar, you have in NMAT, you have critical reasoning. So, all those sorts of things shall be covered in this. It includes 150 plus hours of live classes. Since the course started a while back, a lot of classes have already been completed. So the recordings of these classes are also available, and you get practice sheets for every topic to boost your preparation. There is a dedicated doubt resolution group of enrolled students. You will get NMAT, SNAP mocks, plus we have also introduced CR and grammar practice. So this will be a comprehensive preparation plan for your NMAT and SNAP, and you can use the code MBA 30 till 7 September to get 30% off. So you can get it at 7,000 till 37 September as we are celebrating our anniversary. Now let's talk about NMAT and SNAP. Why should you take NMAT and SNAP? Now, first thing is, if these are the reasons that one could be appearing for these exams, first is CAT syllabus might be too challenging for you. So you started your CAT preparation thinking that you will get into the IMs, but you later realize that okay, the RCs are not doable, or DILR is quite threatening, or algebra is high level, okay, or any other reason. Of course, CAT level is much higher than these exams. You find yourself struggling in these exams in CAT preparation, so you can look out for alternatives. Secondly, NMIMS and SIBM are great colleges. Okay, they are at par with some of the old IIMs, and definitely better than the new and baby IIMs. So you can keep them as backup colleges, because despite scoring well on CAT, there is no guarantee that you will be getting admission into an IIM. So it is always good to have a backup option. Then these examinations have multiple attempts. Here I would like to point out one thing is, for NMAT, first attempt is counted for NMIMS. Some colleges do accept multiple attempts. There is no reservation in these examinations except some cases in few colleges of SIBM. Okay, otherwise, unlike CAT where you have heavy reservation, it is negligible. And there is no weightage to academics and work experience. So this is the best delight option for those who have bad past, like the academics are not good, work experience, and all those things. If you're struggling with these things, then you should target NMAT and SNAP, because they do not explicitly mention that. During interviews, they might ask you those things, but like CAT, the shortlisting criteria itself is that work experience and academics, etc., is counted. Here, there is no such case. So, you get a very high score, you stand a chance to get interview call. You may get 100 percentile in CAT, but not a call from IIM Ahmedabad or Bangalore, because your profile was not good. So, no profile based shortlisting. Now, at interviews, you have the chance to prove yourself. CAT, many IIMs do not even allow you to sit for the interviews. Here, that will not be the case. So, that is another advantage of NMAT and SNAP. Now let's have a quick overview of these two examinations. The test duration of NMAT is of 2 hours and SNAP is of 1 hour. So short examination plus a moderate examination. Number of questions is 108 and 60 here. So obviously it is more speed based as compared to NMAT. NMAT is also moderately speed based. You have just 66 questions in CAT for 2 hours. Here you have 108. So definitely it requires more speed. And SNAP is like 60 minutes, 60 questions. So quite fast speed is needed in this. There is no negative marking in NMAT, but there is negative marking in SNAP. Now, the actual marking algorithm is unknown. This is unknown. How they mark the questions, that is unknown. But there is no negative marking. So you can at least mark the answers wrong. Your level, the score might fluctuate because of that. But of course, you have to attempt the entire paper, right? So you have no choice to leave a question. There is sectional timing of all the sections. Now that sectional timing is also depending on the section. So you have 28 minutes for English, 40 minutes for LR, and 52 minutes for quant. Okay, so that is a justifiable time. 36 questions per section, and like LR has, like for example, language can be done fast, so they give you lesser time. Quant takes more time, so they give you more time. There is no sectional time in SNAP, so you can build your own strategy. Suppose you are good with quant, you can dedicate more time to quant and solve accordingly. Okay, the sections are language, skills, logical reasoning, quant, English, LR, and quant. So same three sections. DI has negligible weight in SNAP. You don't get CAT level puzzles in either of these exams. Now, group questions, yes, you get RCs, you get puzzles, you get DI, these are all group questions. In SNAP, you hardly get any group questions. So you won't get an RC in SNAP or a puzzle with 4 questions in SNAP, right? So usually the questions would be individual, except a few, maybe a group of 2 questions or 3 questions at max. And that too, very few. There is sectional cutoff in NMAT. There is no sectional cutoff in SNAP. So that is an advantage. Even if your English is poor, if you score very well on the other 2 sections, you sail through for the final round. There are no previous papers available for these. I mean the recent ones, right? They do not release the examination papers. Okay, so like unlike CAT, wherein you have the paper, so you know what is the exact pattern. So only experts who have appeared on these examinations can tell you about this. I write all these examinations, take all 3 attempts of SNAP and multiple attempts of NMAT. So I have a pretty good understanding of all these examinations in detail. Unlike many other educators who will just give you some random uh, knowledge about these examinations, but they may not have the true knowledge because they generally do not write these exams. Now there are 3 attempts per SNAP, okay, and 3 attempts for NMAT also. But there is a catch that the NMIMS universities they accept only the first attempt. Okay, the main college NMIMS that accepts only the first attempt. Apart from that, like colleges like I guess KJ Somaiya also accepts only the first attempt. Okay. Now TAPMI can accept the best of the three. XIMB accepts best of the three. In SNAP, the 3 attempts, the best of three is chosen. Okay, so that is the advantage. In SNAP, you have 3 attempts. The papers will be different. Okay. Now, the top colleges are NMMS Mumbai and Bangalore, TAPMI, KJ Somaiya, XIMB HR. Through SNAP, you get SIBM Pune, SCMHRD Pune, SIBM Bangalore, SIOM Nashik. So these are among the top colleges. So you would rate that SIBM Pune as an SCMHRD as tier 1 colleges. In NMAT, you can say NMIMS is tier 1. The rest are tier 2 colleges. So if your target is not IIMs, right? Let's say everyone has their own aspirations, right? Some students might be targeting the top IIMs. They say that okay, we don't want to go into the new IIMs also. But there might be some students based on their profile, they know the reality. They know that even if they are able to get into these decent colleges, maybe top 30, top 50 colleges, they are happy with it. So these are the examinations that you could target. Now talking about the features of this NMAT, In this, you can choose the order of sections. So before you start attempting the paper, they give you the choice which section you want to attempt first, which as the second section, and which as the third section. Now the advantage is a psychological advantage. Let us say your English is strong, say, and your quant is weak. Now, if a paper started with quant, then you would struggle in the beginning, and the entire paper goes wrong. However, if you start with a strong section, that gives you a psychological advantage. You know that okay, I'm going to score well on this exam. Let's take that the example of CAT. You have VARC followed by DILR and then quant. Now, suppose your quant was good and the other two sections were bad. So, what happens in quant is you will struggle in the first two sections, and then you realize that you have the motivation lost after attempting the two sections. But in NMAT, you can choose the order and accordingly attempt the paper. There is no negative marking, but the actual marking pattern is not known. Now, this is a special feature of NMAT that a question could be viewed only once. In all examinations, you have next button, okay, and then you have the previous button also, or you have the question palette over here. So let us say you have attempted, you are at question number 6, okay, you want to check question number 1, you can click on it and check question number 1, okay. That happens in other examinations but not in NMAT. So you can view the question only once. There is only next option, okay. You cannot go back to a previous question. So you need to be careful while attempting. Do not make any silly mistake, because as soon as you press the next key, you won't be able to correct it. Sectional timing and cutoffs. So sectional cutoff is a game changer in NMAT. A lot of students manage to clear the overall cutoff, but they lack in one or more of the sections. Usually we see that some students lack in one particular sections, which generally is quant, because quant could be challenging in NMAT. And if you do not apply some smart techniques to solve questions, you will not be able to clear the cutoff. So it has sectional cutoff. Some students struggle in different sectional cutoffs, and there are a lot of students who clear the overall cutoff but miss out on one of the sections. So you need to maintain this thing also. If we talk about the language skills section, it has a mix of long and short questions. Now, if your vocab grammar is good, then probably you can do much more in NMAT in lesser time, because they hardly take any time. Let's say if you know the antonym of a word, right? So it will hardly take you any time, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. If you know grammar well, you can solve fill in the blanks and error spotting based questions first. So you need to focus on these things, because no matter, even if your reading skills are good, you have to read a passage. It will take at least 2 to 3 minutes to read a passage and then answer the questions. So let us say even if your accuracy is 100%, you will take at least 5 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes to read a passage and answer a question. On the flip side, if you can solve at least 15 questions, non-RC questions in that time, so one RC, like you can take the ratio, it can be 3 to 4 times better option. So prepare well for vocab grammar. Okay, do not take them lightly, prepare them well. LR is dominated by critical reasoning, which is special to this examination. In other examinations, you might have a handful of questions, but in NMAT, you have 15 to 20 questions of critical reasoning, and we have a special course for that also. There is no geometry in quant, but a good number of questions from modern math and number system. Now, these are two topics which students generally do not study for CAT. So, in case you were a CAT aspirant and you skipped these two topics, you need to focus on them for NMAT, because you will find at least 5 to 6 questions from modern math, and similarly 3 to 4 questions. So, you expect like around 8 to 10 questions from these two topics. There is no geometry though. So, this balances out for the non-geometry part. Some lengthy problems in arithmetic. Now, arithmetic is something that people generally prepare, but sometimes there are questions which can be lengthy. Now, let's talk about SNAP. Now, the worst part of SNAP is there is no normalization in papers. So, I've been writing SNAP for the past few years, and I appear on all tests. I noticed that the difficulty level is quite different. Okay, English is on the same line. quant can be difficult in one of the papers, it can be easy on the other paper. Okay, so that makes a difference in the papers, and they do not have any normalization. So I've seen a lot of variation in the scores. Let's say a person is scoring 40 in one of the papers, 46 in another paper. Okay, the same person. Maybe you can say that there could be variation of 1 or 2 marks, but such a huge variation. We have seen people scoring 30 in one of the papers, 40 in another paper. So there is huge variation in the marks. Maybe because of the bad day, you can have little margin of error, but there are huge differences in the scores of students, which is due to this non-normalization. Sometimes the quant paper is easy, so as a result, people are able to score more in the paper. If the quant becomes difficult, then only experts can do well on it. Otherwise, normal students face challenges in that. So that is the worst part of this examination. There is negative marking. So if there is +1, there is -0.25 also. There is no sectional timing. So that's an advantage. You can maximize your attempts in the section of your choice. There is no sectional cutoff. Another advantage, right? Let's say you did disastrous in quant, but in other sections you were able to score well, or any other section. Possibility of erroneous questions. I've been attempting this examination. I've noticed that there are questions with mistakes. Okay, last year I didn't find, but in 2022, in multiple slots, I found questions that had errors. If you talk about the English part, there are variety of topics. Variety of topics. It's not just limited to just grammar. It can ask you questions on idioms and phrases. It asks you questions on foreign words. Right? It asks questions on active, passive voice, direct, indirect speech. Okay, so there are a lot of variety of questions for SNAP. Then there are some series based questions in LR and in quant as well that can be challenging. Now, these are the speed breakers of the examination. So, you get a lot of questions on number series, alphabetical series. Sometimes they can have very weird logic, and people end up spending several minutes on one particular question. So you need to avoid these trap questions. So there will definitely be some trap questions in each of the sections, especially quant and LR. You will find a lot of questions that have trap. Like you will realize that okay, 5 questions are on the easy side, then one very lengthy quant question comes up. So you need to avoid that question. QA can be lengthy in one or more of the papers. As I said that there is no normalization and the level is different across different tests. So one of the papers will have QA lengthy, another would have easy one. So it is injustice to the students who do not appear on all exams. Now, preparation resources for NMAT and SNAP. We have playlist for both, right? So you can search for Let's Nail NMAT. So every year you will find 2022, 2023. We have started a series for 2024 also. And we have a series called Snap Success. Okay, on our YouTube channel. So please do subscribe to the channel and watch these videos. They will help you. We will be coming up with more videos for NMAT and SNAP for this year. So be prepared for that. Apart from that, if you're looking for a structured preparation in a paid manner and are looking for test series and all, we provide all such things based on the latest pattern, the best quality material. So NMAT Max on the latest pattern and difficulty level, you will get these in the NMAT interface. So I told you that you cannot skip a question. You have to move on. Like you have to move only in the forward direction. So we have this kind of interface. So we offer 10 full length mocks for it. We have solutions for the questions. If you go for the free or paid official mocks, you do not get solutions for that. So here you will get solutions to the questions. They are at par with NMAT difficulty. They are non-adaptive in nature. By non-adaptive, I mean the marking algorithm is unknown. Okay, and we do not make any false claims that you will get the similar score in the examination. If you're looking for practice and improving your chances of selection by learning methods to solve questions for practice questions, then you should go for it. Otherwise, you can buy the official mocks. Those are the only adaptive mocks available. No other institute provides adaptive mocks. So we clearly mention that these are non-adaptive in nature. And snap mocks, we will be providing 20 snap mocks. and we will have mixed difficulty level according to SNAP 21, 22, 23. So I appeared in all three examinations. There was a subtle difference. 23 was easy, 22 was more difficult. So we have a mix of papers so that it gives you a flavor of all varieties of questions. Okay, we will have easy, moderate, and difficult papers. So all varieties will be there. So we prepare for these different tests. Probably that will help you a lot in your preparation. And if you struggle with English grammar, we have a special grammar rule book with 160 plus rule. Then we have another ebook on phrasal verbs. And there are 1000 plus practice questions on English grammar. So, in case you have not studied grammar after your school and you wish to brush up your skills, so if you enroll in this course, you get a comprehensive preparation for English grammar. That will definitely help you boost your score in NMAT, SNAP, and any other MBA exam that tests English grammar. And for our NMAT, we have also launched one critical reasoning booster course. It has 25 tests with 20 questions each. So a set of 500 questions, quality questions at par with NMAT. It is in the NMAT test interface, and they are of the actual difficulty level that you get in NMAT. So in case you have not yet not prepared well for the critical reasoning, it looks alien to you, practicing these 500 questions will definitely help you master this section, and you shall be able to do good on the examination day. So we are celebrating our anniversary this week, and we are offering discount on all our courses and mock tests. So you can use the code MBA30 to get 30% off. The link is given in the description of this video. You can go to this link mbakaro.in/learn. You will be able to see the list of courses and mock tests that we have, and you can apply this code till 7th of September to get 30% off on all our offerings. Okay, so this is a limited time discount. In case you are preparing for these examinations, there is no better chance to get these at a discounted price. Now, if you are preparing for NMAT or SNAP and are looking for a well structured course, because if you study from different resources, yes, it is good, you can prepare from other different resources. But when we talk about a structured preparation, that has a different thing, right? You get guided in the right direction, what topics to study, what not to study. Okay, combination of all mocks and other stuff. You get mocks plus CR plus grammar, so everything is included in this. Apart from that, you have classes and recorded live classes and the recorded versions. Okay, plus mocks for all these examinations and doubt resolution group practice sheet. So all in one combined package, you can get it for 7,000 at this moment by using the code MBA30. So you can use this code till 7 September to get this discounted price. So in case you are looking for a structured preparation specifically targeting these examinations, you may enroll in our course. So this was about these two examinations, NMAT versus SNAP. What is the difference? Which one should you take? So you can check out our free mock test. This will give you an idea that what kind of questions are asked in NMAT, what kind of questions are asked in SNAP. Previous year papers are not available. You can try our free mocks, and then that will give you an idea that what kind of questions are asked. And if you wish to prepare in a structured manner, you can enroll in our course or take our test series. So we will be coming up with more videos on NMAT and SNAP on our channel. So please don't forget to subscribe to our channel.